Well, you can just have a comfortable seat on the floor, just sitting upright. We're just going to take a look at our hands to begin with. So I think a lot of times we think about our feet in yoga, like, in Tadasana, aligning the feet, and which is great. We need to do that. We need to have that foundation. But often we're, on all fours, we're in downward dog. And so thinking about how we're using our hands and to make sure that we're creating that alignment to then get, being able to play with how we're putting our weight into the floor to then expand the body more internally. And a lot of times people have issues with wrists. So thinking about that for people so that it's a little bit more, integrated. So we're going to take a look at our hand. And first, I want you to we're going to milk our fingers. So you're going to go from your thumb and just grab onto the ball mound of the thumb. And then you're going to pull and spiral out and then flick the nail. And then you'll go to the next finger. So you grab down at the ball mound of the pointer finger, spiral and pull out, and then a little flick of the nail at the end. So it's a pull, spiral, flick, like you're in the joints there, all the way to the pinky finger on that side. Yeah, so just looking at those ball mounds, grabbing on there, pulling out. We'll go to the other hand. So taking hold of the thumb ball mound, spiraling, and then flick. So that gets to the nerve endings of each finger. Flick, pulling out gently, flick, down to the ball mound, and flick, and one more. Good. So opening the lines of the fingers there. So now we're going to make like L shapes with our hands now and bring your thumb webbings together. And we're just going to do a little massage of the thumb webbings. Yeah, just opening up the lines there. And then you're going to turn the other way, keeping at the thumbs, and do a little massage that way. I know, weird. So then you'll go to the next set of fingers. So like the Mork and Mindy fingers, I think those are. So between the pointer finger and the middle finger, just massaging and turning the hands and doing the other way. Continuing to breathe naturally in and out, in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth is fine. And then the last set, pinky finger to ring finger, massage, massage. Good. So then we're going to take a look at the points of contact of how we want to put our hands down on the floor. So we mentioned those ball mounds of your fingers. So you're going to find your thumb ball mound, the index finger ball mound, and the pinky finger ball mound. So those are the three that we're going to focus on when we put our hands down on the floor. And then I'm also going to point out the outer, like the pinky finger side of the wrist, so that ball mound, and then the thumb side of the wrist. So those two ball mounds there. So we have 5 in total that we're going to think about pressing down into the floor. And then that creates like almost like a cupping sensation through the palm of the hand when we do that. So we're going to find it first by bringing our hands into a prayer position. So you're going to connect the pinky finger side of the wrist and the thumb finger side of the wrist first. Think about those 2 points spreading away from each other. And then the pinky finger ball mound, the index finger ball mound, and the thumb ball mound. And just feel how that is when you press those 5 points together. We'll take an inhale. Exhale, feel all 5 of those ball mounds drawing towards each other. Feel that connection through the arms into the back body as you do that on each exhale. Let's do one more. And it'll be interesting when I put my hands down on the floor, there's, one of those or more of those ball mounds doesn't like to stay pressing down. So it's interesting to figure out where you need a little bit more connection and how that will travel up through the limbs, yeah, as we're aligning down on the floor.